Tim Holtz has added more colors to his latest new Distress Spritz line. Today I will be creating 2 projects featuring antique linen. I love this color, so gorgeous. Rusty hinge, which rusty hinge is actually giving that a look of copper. Love the copper look. Love it, love it, love it. Mowed lawn. And finally, fired brick. So let's go ahead and get started with our card projects. Using black and white mixed media paper from scrapbook.com, I will be creating a few backgrounds for my card projects. Using antique linen first, I'm playing around with the application. First, I'm going in light, spritzing the spritz a little far away. Then I'm applying a heavier application, as you see in the bottom right on the white paper. And then I'm repeating the same step with the black. So I'm just playing around with it just to see which way I want to go, and I encourage you to do the same. There's no right or wrong way to apply your spritz. Just whatever you want to do, as I always say, before you commit, experiment. I'm now applying fired brick. Now let me tell you, I didn't have a plan of action. I was just playing around with the 2 colors, antique linen and fired brick, just to see how they would turn out. And I'm glad I did. I encourage you to do the same with your spritzes. Mix up the colors, see how they turn out, and see what fun backgrounds you come up with. For my next background, I decided to go a little bit on the lighter side. I wanted to create that spatter, splatter, whatever you want to call it. But to me, by the time I was done spritzing fired brick, rusty hinge, and antique linen, this gave me the vibes of graffiti art, and I love it. Now, here's a side-by-side comparison of the 2 backgrounds. They're still wet, so to speed up the process, I will bring in my heat tool and apply some heat. But I love this background. This is my favorite between the 2. I love them. For my final background, I will apply mowed lawn and antique linen. Once I'm done, I'm going to apply some heat to speed up the drying process. Then it's on to the next step. Now it's time for some stamping, so I'm using scrapbook.com's Thanks Friend Sentiment Stamp Set. Love this stamp set, perfect to use to create those thank you cards for your loved ones. Now I cut this panel off camera for my first card project, and I selected Love You Friend. I am positioning the stamp on the bottom right corner of the panel, and I'm going to stamp it twice just to make sure I have a good crisp impression. Before I stamp my second sentiment, I am bringing in scrapbook.com's new crafty cleanup cloths. Oh my goodness, this is a great idea. I love it. I love these tearaway cloths. They can be washed. You can use them to clean your stamps, as you will see me do right here. Clean up your workspaces. I love it. Great idea. Kudos to scrapbook.com. Next, I'm stamping the Thanks bold sentiment to a piece of cardstock. And once I'm done, I will die cut the sentiment using the coordinating die set that is available that coordinates with this stamp set. Next, I'm bringing in the second panel for my second card project, and I am stamping the sentiment that states, "So grateful for you." Now that I'm done stamping the sentiments, it's time to assemble my first card project. So as you see, I'm adhering the panel that has Love You Friend sentiment on a gold mat. I will then adhere that to the splattered panel that I cut down to size off camera. Off camera, I used the Market Blooms Florals die set to die cut flowers using the red and green panel I created at the beginning of this video. Once I position the flowers on my panel, I will adhere them using liquid adhesive and foam tape just to add a touch of dimension. And stay tuned, I'm going to show you the final results of this card project. For the second card project, I'm adding foam tape to the back of the Thanks sentiment die cut. I'm now adhering it to the panel. And now I'm adhering the panel to a gold mat. Using Scrapbook.com's Mosaic A2 cover plate die, I die cut a piece of black cardstock, and for this card project, I will be using an A2 side folded card, which I'm going to create a landscape layout. Using Barely Art's liquid adhesive, I will apply the adhesive to the back of the die cut and adhere it to my card base. Then from there, I am adhering the panel to my card. And then I'm bringing in the flower die cuts and I'm positioning them on my card front. Once I'm happy with the placement, as I did with the first card, I will use liquid adhesive and foam tape to adhere the elements to my card. Let's take a look at the final results of the card projects. Oh my goodness, I love the first card I created. Look at that shimmer and shine. I just love it. And just to add a final touch to both card projects, I did add gold half pearls to each project. And for the center of each flower, I die cut the centers using gold mirrored cardstock. Oh my goodness, I love these cards. And I do have another video where I'm going to share with you where I created a card project featuring the Distress Spritz, so I will list that at the end of this video as well. Thank you for joining me on today. I appreciate you as always for stopping by. I thank you for subscribing, clicking the thumbs up button and the notification bell to where you don't miss out on future tutorials. I'm sending you love and hugs. Until the next crafty project, please take care.